Near Super Bowl champs, I'm a 49ers fan, so I did not want the Rams to win. One of my best friends has been a Bengals fan forever, and even though I chirp him for it, I wanted him to win so bad. Joe Burrow's comeback year, Jamar's rookie year, what a story it could have been, but unfortunately, it's just a tough pill to swallow. The Bengals actually had a great free agency window. They needed to upgrade that O-line, and they did, signing Tampa's Alex Kappa and Cowboys' La'el Collins, who literally got a Bengals tattoo on his right leg after his signing. Guys, the damage Cincinnati did last year, the damage Joe Burrow did last year with the O-line, and now they have a structured O-line. Cincinnati is going to be a problem next year. So let's go game by game. Week 1 versus Steelers. This is Joe Burrow's revenge tour, and he's starting off hot. Home opener. The Bengals will win this game. Week 2, Dallas in Dallas. The Cowboys are overrated. I don't even care. A good quarterback matchup, though, between Dak and Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow is an absolute assassin. Dak does not have that killer instinct that Joe has, and Joe will close out this game. Week 3 versus the Jets. The Jets did upset the Bengals last year with Mike White. Probably the most random thing I've ever seen in my life, but I don't think it's going to happen again. Bengals win. Week 4 versus the Dolphins at home. Now, this game can go either way. I can definitely see Zach Taylor having a bad call game and the Dolphins taking this one, but the Bengals can handle Tyreek Hill. So I'm giving the Bengals the win here in a very close game. Week 5 versus the Ravens. Joe Burrow does own the Ravens. However, Baltimore is at home, and it is a primetime game. Lamar on primetime is something else, and I could just see the timeline. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens give the Bengals their first loss on primetime. So, Bengals, this is your first loss. Week 6 versus Saints. The Saints are capable of many things, but Jameis Winston will not outduel Joe Burrow. Week 8, they versus the Browns. Now, the Browns did beat them last year because, like I said, Zach Taylor has some oopsies, but I don't think Jacoby Brissett is capable of beating Joe on prime time. So, easy W. Week 9, this is an upset loss here. Baker Mayfield is 6-1 versus Cincinnati, and Zach Taylor is just bound to lose one game this season where on paper they should win. So, this will be the game. Last year, Baker and the Browns absolutely destroyed Zach Taylor and the Bengals. So I'm predicting that not a destruction game will happen here, but a loss nonetheless. Week 10 is a Cincinnati Bengals bye week, and I have them sitting at 7-2. Week 11 versus Steelers, I'm just going to give Cincinnati the win here. Week 12 versus the Titans, Joe Burrow does have a good record versus the Titans. He beat them in his rookie season, and they beat the Titans where it mattered most last year in the playoffs. The Titans also have gone slightly worse, so again, Cincinnati W. Week 13 versus Chiefs. Now, the game is in Ohio, and obviously, we know that Joe Burrow did beat Mahomes and the Chiefs twice last year, one of the games being in the AFC Championship to book a ticket to LA, but just like how I have Josh Allen getting a revenge win against the Chiefs, I have Mahomes getting a revenge win against the Bengals. Sorry, Bengals fans, don't take it to heart, but Mahomes is more than capable of beating any single team in the league. Doesn't matter how much time he has, and he will give you a loss here. Week 14 versus the Browns. Again, Jacoby Brissett is not beating the Bengals, so Week 15 versus the Bucs in Tampa. Now, this is a very interesting game that could go either way. However, it will be late in the season, so Brady will be polished up. I'm predicting that it is going to be a very tight game, but just like how Joe couldn't get it done last year against Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he will get it done against the GOAT. Not on him, but I think Brady will just close out this game and hand you guys another loss. Week 16 versus the Patriots at Gillette Stadium. I almost want to give the Patriots an upset win here because I can most definitely see a Zach Taylor blunder and a Bill Belichick masterclass. But coming fresh off a loss to Tampa, the Bengals will need to bounce back, so they will manage to get a win here. Week 17 versus the Bills. Very tough game to predict. Either quarterback could easily win this game, so I'm solely going to pick this game off of location, and it is indeed in Ohio, so Cincinnati will top Buffalo here. Week 18 versus the Ravens. Now, I already made my Ravens prediction video where up to this point I have them at 12-4. Up to this point for the Bengals, I also have them at 12-4, which means whoever wins this game will take the AFC North title. I've seen Lamar do spectacular things. I've seen Joe do spectacular things. But when it comes down to it, crunch time, who is going to secure this dub? Who is more determined? To me, that is Joe Burrow. Yes, Lamar has done amazing things against amazing teams, but he is more prone to have a bad game than Joe Burrow, in my opinion. We've seen Joe beat the Chiefs twice last year. We've seen Joe beat the number 1 seed Titans away. We've seen Joe nearly win the Super Bowl, and this is all in a year, guys, where nobody expected the Bengals to even touch a playoff spot. Joe Shiesty has thrown 500 yards all over this Ravens defense last year in a single game. Gimme Joe. Bengals, you're ending 13-4 and lifting that AFC North title again. Face in your face.